Begin the convocation ceremony, we request you to kindly observe the following instructions to ensure smooth and dignified experience for everyone present over here. Your cooperation is highly appreciated.
The convocation procedure starts by 10:40 a.m. with the arrival of the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Vice Chancellor, members of Executive Council, the Registrar, OSD to Vice Chancellor, the Directors and the Principals of constituent colleges and the Chief Guest.
As the academic procession enters, please stand and remain standing until all the dignitaries occupy their respective seats on the dais.
The convocation academic procession starts by 10:55 a.m. as a band starts playing.
Please maintain silence and avoid moving around inside the auditorium during the ceremony.
Do not take photographs or record videos during the convocation ceremony. However, you may do so after the convocation concludes.
Attendees are respectfully advised not to bring the children below the age of 12 years into the auditorium.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention for the lunch arrangements and the venue information. Working lunch has been arranged for graduating students and their parents at Shilpa Girls Hostel. You are requested to the convocation ceremony concludes and the academic procession departs.
Members of press and media, along with the principals and management representatives of affiliated colleges, are cordially invited to lunch at the ground floor of Skill Development Center. You may also seek assistance from the volunteers stationed around the premises for the directions.
All the drivers, after dropping the VIPs at Skill Development Center, can take their lunch at Shilpa Girls Hostel. I welcome all the dignitaries to this convocation 2025.
All the photographers are respectfully advised to be in their places allotted and never come onto the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, we now request your attention as we prepare you to commence the formal proceedings of 14th Convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University. You are kindly requested to remain seated and maintain silence. Please ensure all the mobile phones are on silent mode. The academic procession has started at the venue. It's a kind request to be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning one and all. Today's convocation ceremony is much awaited event in every student's life of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University Anantapur, as it is conducting its 14th convocation. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion.
Kindly stand respectfully during the national anthem that will be played both at the starting and conclusion of the ceremony.
Ensure your mobile phones are switched off or kept in silent mode throughout the event.
Do not take photographs or record any videos during the ceremony. However, you do so after the conclusion of the convocation.
Attendees are respectfully advised not to bring children below the age of 12 years into the auditorium.
We respectfully advise the photographers to be in their places allotted and never cross the limits and come onto the dais. It's a humble request to the photographers, please follow the instructions.
I see many students roaming about in the auditorium, the balcony. Kindly settle down, requesting all the students to kindly settle down as academic procession is about to start. Requesting all the faculty, parents, students to kindly remain seated.
Volunteers, please cross-check that nobody is going to stand in the auditorium. We request the volunteers to be active enough.
Only the gold medalists will approach the dais. When the names are called, they are requested to bow to the Honorable Chancellor, receive the degree and return to their seats. All the graduating students, when I call upon, you need to stand in your respective seats to take the pledge. All B.Tech, M.Tech, MCA, B Pharmacy.
As we prepare you to commence the formal proceedings of 14th Convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, you are kindly requested to remain seated and maintain silence. Ensure that all the mobile phones are in the silent mode.
Kindly put your mobiles on the silent mode or kindly switch off during the convocation ceremony. We extend a warm welcome especially to the graduating students and their parents on behalf of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University Anantapur on the occasion of this convocation and request you to follow the instructions to maintain the decency and decorum. The convocation procedure is about to start. Already arrived. The Chancellor, members of Executive Council, the Registrar, OSD to VC, and the principals of constituent colleges and the Chief Guest. As the academic procession enters the hall, kindly stand and remain standing until the dignitaries are seated on the dais.
Kindly stand during the national anthem, which will be played both at the beginning and closing ceremony.
We extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries who are attending this convocation ceremony.
For any help to locate their seats, kindly approach the volunteers stationed across the venue.
Kindly put your mobile phones on the silent switch off during the academic procession as well as the convocation procedure. I request all the students to take their seats. As academic procession enters the hall, kindly stand and remain standing until the dignitaries are seated on the dais. In a short while from now, the convocation procedure will start as academic procession enters the hall. I welcome all the dignitaries again to this convocation 2025, which is a very prestigious event in every student's life of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur. I request all the faculty to kindly take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning one and all. Today's convocation ceremony is much awaited event in every student's life of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, as it is conducting its 14th convocation. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion. We extend a warm welcome especially to the graduating students and the parents on behalf of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur on the occasion of this convocation and request you to follow the instructions to maintain decency and decorum. In a short while from now, the academic procession shall enter the hall and the ceremony will start. I request everyone to put your mobile phones on silent mode. Within few minutes, the convocation ceremony is about to start. Request all the students, parents to maintain silence during the convocation ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to stand as the academic procession is about to enter the auditorium.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to kindly stand as academic procession is about to enter the hall. And remain standing until the occupy the seats.
కూర్చోనివ్వండి. మొత్తం కూర్చోనివ్వండి.
Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to kindly stand as a national anthem will be played. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please be seated.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor H. Sudarshan Rao, will now seek the permission of Honorable Chancellor Sri Abdul Nazeer Garu to declare convocation open.
Chancellor, sir, do I have the permission of the Chancellor to commence the proceedings of the convocation?
Professor H. Sudarshan Rao, Vice Chancellor of JNTUA University, shall present a brief report on the development activities of the university.
His Excellency, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, Sri Justice S. Abdul Najib Garu, Chief Guest and Convocation Orator, Professor M.R. Madhav, Retired Professor, IIT Kanpur, Recipient of Honoris Causa, Dr. Satyanarayana Chava Garu, CEO, Laurus Labs Limited, AP State Council of Higher Education, Chairman Professor Madhumurthy Garu, esteemed members of the Executive Council, Registrar, University officials, directors, principals of constituent and affiliated colleges, invited guests, faculty, alumni, students, parents, and all the dignitaries present physically and virtually. A very happy morning to all of you and namaste to each one of you. It is with immense pride and profound sense of responsibility to welcome you all to the 14th convocation of JNTU Anantapur. Now, I am going to present a brief report on the achievements since previous convocation held in January 2024. This year, we are conferring 40,109 degrees, out of which 30,017 are UG, 9,564 PG, 361 Doctor of Pharmacy, and 167 PhD degrees. Additionally, 41 gold medals are also being presented for academic excellence, out of which 27 are secured by girl students, exemplifying the power of Nari Shakti. My heartily congratulations to all graduating students. I also congratulate Ms. Tayur Supraja for winning 4 gold medals and Mr. Nandyala Pujit Kumar Reddy for clinching 6 gold medals. JNTUA established in the year 2008, spans over 9 districts of Andhra Pradesh and encompasses 137 affiliated institutions, including 70 engineering colleges, 43 pharmacy and 24 MBA MCA colleges, in which 49 colleges have become UGC autonomous. University also have 5 constant units, 3 at Anantapur, 1 at Pulivendala and 1 at Kalikiri in Chittoor district. The university offers 32 UG programs, 68 PG specializations and PhD degrees in 14 disciplines. Our collaborations with several foreign universities, particularly the academic program with BTH, strengthens our global academic synergy. The university also filled several key leadership roles, including my appointment as Vice Chancellor. Aligning with the National Educational Policy 2020, we implemented the Academic Bank of Credits through APAR IDs, launched eSamarth, and based on NEP, undergraduate curriculum is revised in 2023. We are also planning to bring a new curriculum from the academic year 25-26. The new curriculum emphasizes internships, community service programs, soft skills, entrepreneurship, and emerging technologies such as AI/ML, cybersecurity, quantum computing, etc. The regulations also facilitate multiple exits, credit transfer mechanisms, gap year concept, etc. Provision is also given for the student to acquire 40% of credits in each semester through massive open online courses. I am happy to inform you that about 90,000 students of JNTU completed courses through NPTEL and SWAYAM, which is highest in complete South India. To provide the quality education, noteworthy infrastructure projects have been completed and some are under progress, which include the establishment of Siemens Center of Excellence, construction of pharmacy block, boys hostel and girls hostel at JNTUA OTPRI campus. Additionally, at JNTUA College of Engineering Pulivendala, major initiatives such as lecture hall complex and the entrepreneurship, innovation and startup center are progressing steadily. Our commitment to skilling and innovation is bolstered through MOUs with Ruman Technologies, Skill Desire, Vadvani Foundation, Smart Bridge and CDAC. More than 1,850 students have been benefited through GIFT program under PMKY, Prime Minister Kaushalya Vikas Yojana. To fulfill the vision of our Honorable Chief Minister, one entrepreneur every home, 300 teachers of the university have been trained by Vadvani Foundation to teach entrepreneurship course, which is introduced as open elective. The university has achieved several national and global recognitions, including NAC A grade valid for 2024 to 29, NBA accreditation for all UG programs, NIRF rank in the band of 51 to 100 under state public university category. The university obtained 251 to 300 rank band in Times Higher Education Asian rankings and stood as the #1 university in Andhra Pradesh state. On the research front, 14 faculty received over 3.67 crores as project grants from agencies such as Ministry of Roads and Transports, RUSA, SERB, etc. Innovations resulted in 33 patents covering EEG processors, concrete technologies, and energy devices. Our faculty published 354 research papers in reputed peer-reviewed journals. The affiliated colleges faculty have authored 72 books and published 1,500 research papers. We organized several FDPs, workshops, conferences and webinars and quite a good number of student conferences. It is with immense pride that I share that JNTUA has been conferred the Making India Employable Award in recognition of its unwavering commitment to the enhancing employability of the graduates. Professor S.V. Satyanarayana has been recognized as an ACT Distinguished Professional. 3 of our faculty members, Professor Vaishali Ghorpade, Professor Channareddy and Professor Dilip Kumar, were honored with AP State Best Teacher Awards for the year 2024. Many faculty, including our Registrar, Professor S. Krishnaya, were conferred ISTE Andhra Pradesh State Awards. On the placement fronts, 42 companies conducted drives at our constituent colleges, placing 427 students. More than 5,500 students were placed from affiliated colleges. 124 students have qualified in GATE 2024 and 2025, including Mr. P. Hemant Reddy with All India rank of number 7 and Mr. K. Jnaneshwar Reddy with an All India rank of 144. Our students have demonstrated sporting excellence with 180 plus candidates representing South Zone and All India inter-university tournaments. Sir, we have 113 NSS units in this university which are conducting impactful activities, which include 21 special camps, 30,000 saplings being planted, 125 blood donation camps organized, 9,685 units of blood collected, 152 health checkups covering 18,200 odd beneficiaries, 80,000 student registrations under Vikasit Bharat at 2047. In conclusion, I would like to place on record our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of JNTU Anantapur, Sri Justice S. Abdul Nazeer Garu, for attending the convocation. The Honorable Governor has boosted our morale by constantly encouraging and supporting us to reach out to greater academic heights. Words cannot express our gratitude to Honorable Minister for Human Resource Development, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, for his untiring efforts in bringing extensive reforms in the state in the realms of higher education. Concluding my speech, I would like to quote a Sanskrit sloka from Buddhist scripture. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayadya tripatratam, patratatvat dhanamapnati, dhanat dharma tatah sukam. This means education brings humility. With humility comes recognition and worthiness, and from recognition one gets money, and the money shall be used to do good deeds and leading to happiness of the entire society. I urge upon all the students to follow this simple yet profound saying that emphasizes the ultimate purpose of the education and knowledge. I thank each one of you for your esteemed presence on this momentous occasion. It has been a great pleasure for being associated with you all. I express my sincere gratitude to all of you for rendering your time. Jai Hind, Jai Andhra Pradesh, Jai JNTU.
The Vice Chancellor shall now present the recipient of honoris causa.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present to you Dr. Satyanarayana Chava.
We request Dr. Satyanarayana Chava, Founder and Chief Executive Officer, Laurus Labs Limited, Hyderabad, to kindly stand.
Professor S.V. Satyanarayana, Director of Academic and Planning, shall now read the citation highlighting the achievements of Dr. Satyanarayana Chava.
In recognition of distinguished career defined by a pioneering scientific innovation, transformative leadership in the global pharmaceutical sector, and an unwavering commitment to industrial excellence, inclusive growth, and Sustainable Development, the Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, is privileged to confer the honorary degree of Doctor of Science upon Dr. Satyanarayana Chava. Dr. Satyanarayana Chava, widely known in academic and industrial circles as Dr. Chava, is the founder and chief executive officer of Laurus Labs Limited, an internationally acclaimed pharmaceutical company established in the year 2005. An accomplished scientist and a visionary entrepreneur, he was born on 10th March 1961 in Munaluru village, Krishna district, Andhra Pradesh. He holds a PhD in chemistry from Andhra University, a postgraduate diploma in quality management from the World Quality Council, and an executive MBA from the Indian School of Business. A dynamic industrialist, a transformative entrepreneur, Dr. Chava brings over 3 decades of experience in the pharmaceutical domain. He is widely acknowledged for his groundbreaking work in active pharmaceutical ingredients, finished dosage formulation, and contract development and manufacturing services, which have significantly impacted both the Indian and the global pharmaceutical landscape. He began his illustrious professional journey with leading roles at Ranbaxy Laboratories, Veera Laboratories, Orin Laboratories, and Matrix Laboratories, where he served as a Chief Operating Officer. In 2005, he founded Laurus Labs Limited, which under his stewardship has become a globally reputed pharmaceutical company known for its research-driven, high-quality and cost-effective solutions. In a pioneering move, Dr. Chava charted a different course from conventional Indian pharmaceutical entrepreneurs by prioritizing research and development before entering into the generic market. He contributed to the growth of JNTUA University as Executive Council member, further strengthening the academia and industry interface and supporting the university progress through visionary governance. Laurus Labs manufactures products across 4 key segments, namely generics API, generics finished dosage forms, synthesis, and recombinant proteins. The company has commercialized over 90 products and serves clients in more than 60 countries, including 9 of the world's top 10 pharmaceutical companies. It is a leading supplier of APIs in the antiretroviral segment, with 1/3 of HIV patients in emerging countries relying on medicines made using Laurus APIs. In 2020, Laurus acquired a majority stake in Richcore Life Sciences, thereby entering the biological space, and invested in ImmunoAct, a pioneering cell and genotherapy startup from IIT Bombay. These strategies reflect Dr. Chava's future-focused approach to expanding Laurus' footprint in high-growth global markets. Dr. Chava is a prolific inventor holding over 150 patents and is revered for his contributions to pharmaceutical innovation, industrial safety, and strategic corporate leadership. Laurus Labs, under his guidance, has earned numerous accolades, including the Emerging Company of the Year by the Economic Times. His personal excellence and exemplary leadership has been widely recognized. Dr. Chava has received numerous prestigious awards, including the Fortune India's Best CEO Award for the year 2023 as well as 2024, the Entrepreneurial Leader of the Year in the Healthcare and Life Sciences by Ernst & Young in 2021, and the CEO of the Year by Business Today in 2021, 2023, 2024. He was also conferred the Huron Award for outstanding contribution to Indian manufacturing economy in 2025. His achievements have been acknowledged by leading organizations such as PwC, AIMA, and a Great Place to Work in India. Dr. Chava has been honored with the honorary doctorates from Geetham University and Ignan University, and he currently serves as the chairman of the Board of Governors at NIPER Hyderabad, underscoring his continued engagement with academia and research advancements. Behind industrial success, Dr. Chava's leadership embodies in a deep commitment to social responsibilities. Laurus Labs, under his direction, allotted 16 crores in financial year 2025 towards the corporate social responsibility initiatives. These includes extensive contribution to the healthcare through partnerships with organizations such as Pure Little Hearts Foundation and Touchstone Charities, promotion of education through infrastructure support and coaching initiatives like Super 60, gender empowerment programs, environmental conservation efforts with Utkarsh Global Foundation, rural sanitation, sports development, and skill building through the Laurus Skills Development Center. Dr. Chava's holistic and visionary leadership continues to inspire generations of scientists, entrepreneurs, and development practitioners. Its journey stands as a shining example how scientific excellence, entrepreneurial foresights, and compassionate citizenship can together foster national progress and a global impact. Great leaders don't set out to be a leader, they set out to make a difference. Dr. Satyanarayana Chava stand as a testament to this principle. His journey from scientist to a pioneering entrepreneur reflects a rare blend of intellectual integrity and impact. Today, JNTUA feels privileged and honored to confer the honoris causa on one of the most distinguished leaders of Indian industry, Dr. Satyanarayana Chava. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I pray that he may be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa of JNTU University Anantapur.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa on account of your eminence and attainments.
Now I request all the graduating students to kindly stand. I request all the graduating students to kindly stand. Now I request all the graduating students, PhD, MBA, MCA, all the students to kindly stand to take the pledge. Now Vice Chancellor will seek the permission of the Chancellor for presenting graduating students PhD, MTech, Pharma D, PB, Pharma D, M Pharmacy, MBA, MCA, MSc, BTech, B Pharmacy.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present to you all the students of PhD, MTech, Pharma D, PB, Pharma D, MPharm, MBA, MCA, MSc, BTech and B.Pharm for awarding of degrees.
Please raise your hands to take the pledge.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the University, I admit you whose names are listed in the convocation register for the award of degrees, and I charge you throughout your life to prove worthy of the degree. I also permit for distribution of the degrees.
I request everyone to kindly be seated. The registrar shall lay the register for the conferment of degrees of all the programs UG, PG and PhD before the Honorable Chancellor.
Professor V. Nagaprasad Naidu, Director of Evaluation, shall now present the candidates entitled to receive the gold medal of the university. Candidates shall walk to the dais, bow respectfully to the Chancellor, receive the gold medals and certificates and return to their seats.
So university gold medals to the affiliated colleges for the academic year 2024-25. Mr. Sheikh Shajid Murad, BTech in Civil Engineering from Aditya College of Engineering, Madanapalli, Annamaya district. Miss D. Sabia Sultana, BTech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Gates Institute of Technology, Gutti, Anantapur district. Mr. Syed Muhammad Akram, BTech in Mechanical Engineering from Sri Sai Rajeshwari Institute of Technology, Produtur, YSR Kadapa district. Mr. K. Venkat Karthik, BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, SPSR Nellore district. Miss M. Ramya Lakshmi, BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Aditya College of Engineering, Madanapalli, Annamaya district. Miss M.L. Chandana Lakshmi Priya, BTech in Information Technology from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Tirupati district. Miss S. Akila, BTech in Food Technology from JNTUA College of Engineering, Kalikiri, Annamaya district. Miss V. Venkata Nagamani, BTech in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Annamacharya Institute of Technology and Science, YSR Kadapa district. Miss B. Bhavita, BTech in Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence from Parvat Reddy Babu Reddy Vishwadaya Institute of Technology and Science, Kavali. Mr. C. Nagendra Babu, BTech in Computer Science with Data Science from Gates Institute of Technology, Gutti, Anantapur district. Miss V. Harshita, BTech in Computer Science with AI and Sri Venkateshwara Engineering College. Miss M. Adinayana, BTech in Computer Science with Internet of Things from Parvat Reddy Babu Reddy Vishwadaya Institute of Technology and Science, Kavali. Miss P. Likita Reddy, B.Pharmacy from Sri Venkateshwara College of Pharmacy, Chittoor district. Now gold medals to the JNTUA College of Engineering, Anantapur campus. Miss G.V. Harshita, BTech in Civil Engineering, she got 3 gold medals, 1 university gold, student. Next, Mr. Patan Fahad Ali, who got 3 awards. One, University Gold Medal. Second one, Professor S. Thiruvengalam Gold Medal to be awarded for topper of BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering. And also late Sri Ramaswamy. Next, Mr. Nandala Pujit Kumar Reddy, who got 6 gold medals. One, University. Next, Miss P. Vanita, who got gold medal, endowment gold. Next, Miss V. Sri Vaishnavi, who got 2 gold medals. One is University Gold Medal. Second one, Professor M. Subbarayadu Endowment Gold Medal to be awarded for the Best Outgoing Electronics and Communication Engineering student, girl student. Miss T. Supraja, who got 4 gold medals. One is University Gold Medal. Other one, second one, for the best academic performer among the third one, T.S. Raghavan Endowment Gold Medal to be awarded for the best outgoing girl student. Miss M. Jahnavi, who got 2 gold medals. One is University Gold Medal. Second one is Dr. J. Krishnamacharyulu Endowment Gold Medal to be awarded for the best outgoing engineering student. Now gold medals to the PG student. Miss V. Sunita, MTech in Civil Engineering with a sectional engineering specialization. Professor P.N. Damodaram Memorial Endowment Gold Medal to the now gold medals that are to be awarded to the JNTUA Mr. Miss P. Bhavyasri, BTech in Electrical and Miss P. V. Mahita, BTech in Mechanical Engineering. Next, Miss Otoro Glacia, BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. She got 3 gold medals. One is University Gold Medal. Other one is SPH Gold Medal. Vasanti, BTech in Computer Science and Pulivendala.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor H. Sudarshan Rao, shall now request the Chief Guest cum Orator, Professor M.R. Madhav, Professor of Civil Engineering, formerly with IIT Kanpur, to deliver the address.
May the Chief Guest cum Orator, Professor M.R. Madhav, deliver his address, please.
Your Excellency, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of JNTUA, Dr. Satyanarayana, Professor Sudarshan Rao, Vice Chancellor JNTU, all the esteemed members of the Executive Council, my colleagues on the dais and the colleagues down below, the graduating students, my colleagues, friends, faculty, staff, the press, and everybody else who is present here. A very nice morning to you. It's my pleasure and honor to be part of this momentous function when we are celebrating the graduation of students who have successfully completed their programs in this university, and many of them who have got the gold medal awards, etc. I just would like to mention that it's such an honor to me to be present. I graduated from engineering 65 years ago from Andhra University, and it's probably, except for a few people, most of you would have been born after that. I have a couple of very pleasant associations with JNTU Anantapur. I joined for my PhD in 1962 at Indian Institute of Science. One of my seniors, Professor Sridharan, was a distinguished alumnus of JNTU Anantapur, who later became the Deputy Director of Indian Institute of Science. He was my mentor. And I benefited a lot from him. We worked for the last 30 odd years together, even though we were at different places. My second association is my first great grandson is with JNTU here. Not biological grandson, it's an academic grandson. My PhD student, Professor Krishnaya was my academic great grandson, and I'm very proud of him to be part of the institute. And let me tell you, whatever way you think academics we achieved, it's not because of our effort alone. It is people like my student Vasudhar, his student Professor D.N. Singh, Professor Krishnaya, and various others who made a difference, who contributed to the excellence of the institute and the college and the society too. And it so happens that we probably be facing and getting the accolades, but the real contributions by all these students too. And that's what I would like to mention here, that you graduating students have a great responsibility. You have been cloistered in this academic atmosphere for all these years, where you have gathered knowledge, wrote the exams about your thesis, and you could produce your degree or fraternities. Part of your goal had been to pass the exam and get a degree. And after this, from the academic world, you really go into the real world, where things are very different. Honestly, here, you are taught something and you take a test. Life is exactly opposite. You face a test. If you win, it's fine. Even otherwise, you learn something. So life gives a lot of such experiences. And what you gather in these years is ability to learn. This is what I would say is the most important part of being in an academic world. Passing exam is secondary. You know, we had excellent teachers in my college, but let me tell you, what they taught me faded out within few years. What we had to learn is by continuous interaction, learning, and processing information. The pace of change is unbelievable. You can see that things are changing so fast that you have to keep running to be in one place. One little example from my own field I can say, when we passed out in 1960 in civil engineering, if one wanted to build a house or an apartment or a building, etc., the cost of civil cost was 80%, the interiors were only 20%. Now, if you want to buy an apartment, it's exact opposite. Civil cost is only 20, the interiors cost 80%. You look at that way, the transport, if you look at it, we started with very slow train. Now we find out we can travel fast by plane, super fast trains, whatever you have. In terms of energy, we only all the time depended on fossil fuel, mostly coal, then we got into oil. But now, we are also having various forms of energy. The renewable energy, solar and wind, nuclear energy, etc. Whenever you find this change, the technology, you also face a lot of challenges. For example, if I say that what is so advantageous of only solar or wind energy, renewable energy. If you have read the recent news of Spain recently, where they had a complete blackout 4 weeks ago. And you know why? Because the energy was not integrated well. So the challenge was, you have different forms of energy. It doesn't mean that same original grid will work forever. So this is the kind of challenge you may have to face. And what you learn in the college is only your ability to face these challenges. The answers are not always given in the college. So you had to improvise, you had to innovate. I would say an example would be your Dr. Satyanarayana, who has been inventing so many patenting in the field of pharmacy and biotechnology. And that is the kind of people we look forward to from you. We don't want simple graduates who are probably doing IT service, etc. What we would like is people who can generate new information, new technology, new processes. Just to give you an example again, most of our IT graduates, what kind of intellectual challenge do they have? I have no complaint about it, they have to have a living. But as a country, have we been able to produce the kind of a Microsoft Word or a Google or any one of those such technologies? If you look at the latest, ChatGPT and AI or the big talk, could we get one? The Chinese came out with a DeepSeek, which is supposed to be much faster and much cheaper than the AI that we have or Gen AI we have. But are we ready for that? So what I would like as a challenge to all our graduates would be, see that as a Viksit Bharat, that is where we have a sustainable development, inclusive of everybody, how to create knowledge, how to make the country glorious. In the process, of course, the college and all of us would be very proud of you too. But like in all other aspects, the technology has a downside. If you have one particular thing, if you have an automobile, I have pollution. You have a lot of real estate, I have heat islands. So things like that have problem. Same thing with your huge data centers. Do you know the amount of energy required for a data center? It's enormous. Now they're thinking of even providing a small nuclear plant to take care of the cloud or the kind of energy that is required. Now isn't that a new challenge that we had to face? We in this country, we know how to do more with less. That's the kind of challenge I would like you to take up. And the country would be very, very indebted to you, would be happy, and then all of us can progress too. So these are the kind of things I wanted to say in terms of basically the kind of challenges all of us got. And when we try to integrate all the technology, in terms of development, inclusive growth, etc., you may end up with more problems that even I can anticipate. So that's the kind of thing I would like you to think. And then after that, once you get into a job, please think of not only the job, you have to think in terms of your family, your society, the country, etc. Try to make a balance between all these, and it should not be one focus and at the cost of others too. And this is the kind of thing we need to do. And I would like to finally say that what Justice Chandrachud said, the former Chief Justice, the purpose of education is not just the acquisition of knowledge, please remember, but the empowerment to think, which I think is the most important part of it. Think critically, act ethically, and contribute meaningfully to the society. And this should be our goal in life. All the graduates, I would like to congratulate you once again, and please go into the world with faith in your abilities, humility in your hearts, and fire in your belly. Let your life be your message. Let your success create opportunities for others, and let your journey be marked by not just by achievements, but by the lives you touch. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you once again.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor H. Sudarshan Rao, sir, shall request the Honorable Chancellor, Shri S. Abdul Nazeer Garu, to deliver the convocation address.
May I request the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Justice S. Abdul Nazeer Garu, to deliver the convocation address.
Before starting my speech, I want to tell you one thing. I am really privileged to share the dais with an academic great-grandfather along with this great-grandson. This is happening for the first time to me. But I am running one risk. After listening to the great-grandfather, my speech may look very dull. I am sorry for that. Today's chief guest cum orator, Professor M.R. Madhav, Emeritus Professor, IIT Kanpur, recipient of degree of honoris causa in today's convocation, Dr. Satyanarayana Chava, founder and chief executive officer, Laurus Labs Limited, Professor H. Sudarshan Rao, Vice Chancellor, members of the other guests on the dais, members of the Executive Council, OST to Vice Chancellor, registrars, directors, principals of constituent and affiliate colleges, faculty and staff members, recipients of degrees and gold medals, some were very heavy actually, gold medals. And their proud parents, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, అందరికీ నా అభివాదములు. JNTU Anantapur 14వ స్నాతకోత్సవాన్ని సంతోషంగా జరుపుకుంటున్న ఈ శుభ సందర్భంలో విజ్ఞానం ఆవిష్కరణల సాధనలో అతి ముఖ్యమైన ఈ రోజు మనమంతా గర్వించదగిన ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొనడం నాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. As Chancellor of the esteemed Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, I feel proud to stand before you and address this congregation of budding engineers, inventors, future entrepreneurs, and leaders. Today's convocation is a tribute to the students' endeavors towards achieving academic success. Your ability to pursue scientific and technological challenges has not only showcased your mental competence, but also contributed to the acquisition of knowledge and development. Your accomplishments reflect not just your own abilities, but also the impact of supportive parents, mentors, and friends. Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur has consolidated its position as a top technological university in Andhra Pradesh, providing exceptional education in engineering, management, and pharmacy. Covering the districts of Anantapur, Sri Satya Sai, Chittor, Tirupati, Karnool, Nandyal, SPSR Nallur, YSR Kadapa, and Annamaya, JNTU Anantapur makes higher education accessible to the local youth. Since its inception in 2008, JNTU Anantapur continues to strive for excellence in providing top-notch technological education. The concept of Viksit Bharat focuses on achieving economic prosperity, social inclusiveness, technological advancement, robust governance, and sustainable development. It envisions an India where every citizen has access to quality education, healthcare, employment opportunities, and a dignified life. Viksit Bharat initiative stresses on making India self-reliant, Atmanirbhar Bharat, also while playing a leading role on the global stage. To achieve this vision, the government has initiated several programs across various sectors like infrastructure, digital economy, renewable energy, startups, education, health and skill development. The approach is participatory, encouraging citizens, students, youth, and all institutions to actively contribute towards this dream. In Andhra Pradesh, the vision of Viksit Bharat is being vigorously implemented through both central and state-led initiatives. The state government has aligned its welfare, development, and education policies with the national frameworks. Several major programs such as PM Gati Shakti, PM Vishwakarma Yojana, Skill India, Digital India, Jal Jeevan Mission, Ayushman Bharat Healthcare Infrastructure Mission, and Amrit Sarovar projects have been effectively adopted and being implemented at the state level. Andhra Pradesh is rapidly expanding its solar and wind energy capacities through projects in Anantapur and Kadapa districts by aligning with Viksit Bharat emphasis on sustainable energy. Infrastructure development projects like the Visakhapatnam-Chennai Industrial Corridor and Bharatmala Pariyojana are underway to boost industrialization and improved connectivity. the AP State Skill Development Corporation has been regularly conducting mega job fairs, skill training programs at partnership with private industries to improve employability skills of youth. Public health schemes such as NTR Vaidya Seva complement the Ayushman Bharat vision, ensuring access to affordable healthcare for millions. Through these initiatives, Andhra Pradesh is taking significant strides to contribute to the larger goal of a Viksit Bharat, developed India by 2047. JNTU Anantapur is making immense contribution to Viksit Bharat by implementing various measures aligned with the state government initiatives. Swarnandhra 2047 is the state's own vision that complements the national mission of Viksit Bharat. It is Andhra Pradesh's roadmap to achieving economic prosperity, technological advancement, social equality, and environmental sustainability by 2047. The concept envisions making Andhra Pradesh a global innovation hub and a preferred destination for investments. Education is a core pillar under Swarnandhra, with investment being made setting up skill development colleges, centers of excellence, and promoting research and innovation at the university level. The vision document for Swarnandhra 2047 highlights the importance of inclusive development, ensuring that and backward areas are brought into the mainstream. The state government has also prioritized green economy initiatives, including renewable energy parks, electric vehicle manufacturing clusters, and conservation of natural resources. Through these initiatives, Andhra Pradesh is aligning itself with global sustainable development goals while ensuring that growth is both equitable and environmental friendly. Swarnandhra 2047 is thus a people-centric vision aiming for a resilient, prosperous and progressive state. The government of Andhra Pradesh is placing a strong emphasis on higher education reform to prepare its youth for challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. One major initiative is the implementation of the National Education Policy 2020, which has introduced 4-year undergraduate programs, flexible entry and exit options, multidisciplinary courses, and choice-based credit systems across colleges and universities. The focus has shifted from rote learning to skill development, critical thinking, creativity, and innovation. I am happy to learn that JNTU Anantapur has already implemented the recommendations of NEP 2020 and is reaping the benefits out of it. The establishment of skill development colleges across the state, particularly in rural and semi-urban areas, aims to provide students with industry-relevant vocational training and employability skills. Under the APSDC, lakhs of students have already been trained in IT, electronics, manufacturing, healthcare, and soft skills. The government has also launched several initiatives for infrastructure modernization of colleges, ensuring better classrooms, laboratories, libraries, hostels, and digital learning facilities. The Andhra Pradesh government has announced plans to establish a quantum valley, a quantum computing hub in Amravati as part of its national quantum mission. The initiative is intended to provide the infrastructure necessary to establish the state as a leading Center for Quantum Technology Research and Development in India. I am happy to learn that JNTU Anantapur has initiated steps to offer a minor degree in quantum computing from the forthcoming academic year to become part of the state government's initiative. Some of you may be inclined to chart your own path as entrepreneurs. That is the spirit India needs. We are a land of innovations. Be it the invention of zero by Aryabhatta in 5th century, the Raman effect by C.V. Raman in 1930, the first Asian to win the Nobel Prize in Physics. Entrepreneurship is not just about starting business. It is about identifying problems and finding solutions. In this regard, the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub has been established in Amravati under a hub and spoke model with Anantapuramu as one of the spokes. Initially, the center is set up at JNTU Anantapur with JNTUA serving as one of the knowledge partners. I encourage you to look for opportunities in our rural landscapes, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, and underserved communities. Technology is a powerful enabler. Combine it with empathy, and you will build sustainable enterprises that will transform lives. Here I would like to quote Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, a visionary scientist and our former President of India, who said, and I quote, please listen to me carefully. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. I unquote. JNTU Anantapur, through its incubation centers and innovation cells, encourages students to create and lead rather than consume and follow. I encourage you to leverage these platforms, network with mentors, and take that first step. As the saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, first step. Make full use of the opportunities available. Believe in your ideas and believe in yourself, right? Dear students, we are now in the 4th industrial revolution driven by AI, machine learning, and automation. To keep pace with artificial intelligence advancements, students should focus on developing relevant skills, staying informed about the latest developments, and embracing AI-powered learning tools. Hence, continuous skill development is the key to success. Let us recall the motto of JNTU Anantapur: Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam, from Bhagavad Gita, meaning yoga is skill in action. It emphasizes the importance of performing actions with mindfulness and precision. Pursue excellence in whatever you do. Whether you are coding, software, managing a plant, teaching in a school, or running your own company. Build skills that are future-proof: problem solving, analytical thinking, emotional resilience, cross-cultural communication, and digital literacy. Let us not forget our responsibility to society and the nature. True education is not just about personal gain. True education is not just about personal gain, it is about collective upliftment, right? As Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore once said, and I quote, "The highest education is that which does not merely give us information. The highest education is that which does not give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence." Let your learning translate into community engagement. Voluntary and innovate for rural India and build sustainable solutions. In this land of villages, your impact must reach beyond corporate boardrooms to the grassroots level. Right? As great philosopher, academician, former President of India, Bharat Ratna, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan once said, and I quote, "చీమును చూసి క్రమశిక్షణ నేర్చుకో, భూమిని చూసి ఓర్పును నేర్చుకో, చెట్టుని చూసి ఎదుగుదలను నేర్చుకో, ఉపాధ్యాయుని చూసి సుగుణాలు నేర్చుకో." We must make not only smart graduates, but good human beings, full of compassion, civic sense, and wisdom. May our graduates become champions of both innovation and inclusion. In conclusion, I wish each one of you a life filled with purpose, peace, and prosperity. Be fearless in the pursuit of your passion, and let no failure discourage you, and no success make you complacent. I am telling you for gold medalists. No success make you complacent. The world awaits your ideas, your leadership, your compassion. Step out with courage, walk tall with humility, and carry forward the legacy of JNTU Anantapur with pride. ఈ స్నాతకోత్సవం డిగ్రీ పట్టాలు అందుకున్న విద్యార్థులు అందరికీ మరొకసారి నా అభినందనలు. May your journey be meaningful, your contributions memorable, and your legacy magnificent. Tamoso ma jyotirgamaya. Lead me from darkness to light. Be your motto throughout your life, and may you be guided by collective aspirations to light up the world with knowledge, innovation, and hope. Lokha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Andiriki namaskaram. Jai Hind.
The Vice Chancellor shall now felicitate the Honorable Chancellor, Sri S. Abdul Nazeer Garu, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, and present a memento.
Professor S. Krishnaya, Registrar of JNTUA University, will propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable Governor, and the Chancellor of the University, Shri Justice S. Abdul Nazeer Garu, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to stand before you on this momentous occasion to propose the vote of thanks at the 14th convocation of our esteemed university. Let me begin with an inspiring quote by the Helen Keller. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. This sentiment beautifully captures the spirit of collaboration and collective effort that has made today's event a resounding success. On behalf of the university, I extend my deepest gratitude to all those who have contributed to making this day truly special and memorable. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and the Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur, Shri Justice S. Abdul Nazeer Garu, for his gracious presence and empowering message. We are especially grateful to our distinguished chief guest, Professor M.R. Madhav Garu, former Professor of Civil Engineering, IIT Kanpur, for his inspiring address. Sir, your words will undoubtedly resonate with our graduates as they embark on new journeys. Our heartfelt appreciation goes to Dr. Satyanarayana Chava Garu, founder and CEO of Laras Labs Limited, Hyderabad, for graciously accepting the honoris causa. Your remarkable contribution to the science and industry are truly commendable. My heartfelt thanks to Professor K. Madhumurthy Garu, the Chairman, Andhra Pradesh State Council for Higher Education, and Sri Hari Jawaharlal Garu, Secretary to Honorable Governor, for sparing their valuable time and their gracious presence here. I profusely thank all the Executive Council members for their presence here and for all the support they are extending to the university. We extend our sincere gratitude to the district administration, particularly the engineering departments, the police department, the electricity department, and the revenue department for their unwavering support. We are especially thankful to the district collector, Dr. Vinod Kumar Garu, whose outstanding leadership and coordination were instrumental in the successful conduct of this convocation. This event would not have been possible without their collective effort and dedicated assistance. It is also my pleasure to thank all the MLAs, MLCs, former MLAs, and other distinguished representatives of the people who have accepted our invitation and attended this convocation. My thanks are also due to the principals and managements of affiliated colleges who have attended this function. I also extend our sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor H. Sudarshan Rao Garu, for his clear vision and constant guidance. I take this opportunity to thank our dedicated faculty and staff whose hard work and commitment have played a key role in shaping the future of today's graduates. We are also deeply grateful to all the volunteers and organizing teams whose dedicated efforts behind the scenes made this grand event a smooth and successful one. Last but not least, we thank the press and electronic media for their excellent coverage and for helping us share these joyous moments with a wider audience. Let us carry the spirit of this day forward and cherish its moments, memories in the years to come. Once again, thank you all for your presence, your contributions, and for making this convocation a truly memorable celebration. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor will now seek the Chancellor's permission to formally dissolve the convocation.
Chancellor, sir, do I have the permission of the Chancellor to dissolve the convocation?
Yes, permitted.
I declare the convocation dissolved.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly stand in the honor of national anthem and keep standing until the academic procession departs.
We request the audience to keep standing until the procession departs. The afternoon session will commence by 3 p.m. However, the PhD holders must wear their robes and be seated in the auditorium by 2:30.
By 2:30 p.m., all the PhD holders are requested to come back to this hall. Thank you.